Imagine a quiet stretch of Texas desert where nothing much happens, until suddenly the US Army rolls in with plans for a massive detention camp. A billion-dollar project, the largest of its kind in the nation, springing up almost overnight. The price tag? $1.2 billion. The mission? Hold up to 5,000 migrants. But the biggest question on everyone's mind is, how did this happen, and why does it feel like the government is hiding something? Let's peel back the layers. Earlier this year, the Trump administration quietly awarded this gigantic contract to a company called Acquisition Logistics LLC. Never heard of them? You're not alone. Their headquarters is a regular suburban house in Virginia. They don't even have a working website. Before this, their largest federal contract was only $16 million, pocket change compared to what's on the table now. So how does a small, almost invisible business win a contract that dwarfs anything they've done before? That's where the mystery deepens. The Army and Homeland Security have clammed up, refusing to release the contract or explain their decision. The only thing they'll say is that the camp, officially called Camp East Montana, will operate at turbo speed to support mass deportations. But when you dig deeper, there's not much else. No details about oversight, no answers about how this company will handle running a city-sized detention center in one of the harshest climates in the country. Lawmakers and watchdog groups are raising red flags. They point out that the government limited the bidding to small businesses, giving Acquisition Logistics an edge because of its veteran and minority-owned status. But critics wonder, is that enough to trust them with a project this massive and sensitive? One rival bidder, Gemini Tech Services, has already filed an official protest. Their argument? Acquisition Logistics doesn't have the experience, the staff, or the resources needed for a job like this. And with the Army and Pentagon keeping everything under wraps, there's no way to know if those concerns are justified. Meanwhile, construction is already underway. The camp is taking shape in the Chihuahuan Desert, not far from the US-Mexico border. It's a tent city, capable of holding thousands, built in conditions where summer temperatures can hit triple digits. Critics are worried, comparing it to other controversial detention camps that were eventually shut down for poor conditions. With military bases being used for these projects, they say, it's harder for families and lawyers to visit. That means less oversight and more risk of abuse and neglect. If it all feels familiar, that's because it is. Advocacy groups are drawing chilling parallels to World War II, when Japanese Americans were held in remote camps with little accountability. Now, they argue, we're seeing a new chapter, one where private companies, sometimes with very little oversight, are handed the keys to billion-dollar detention centers on military land. So why did the Army build a $1.2 billion detention camp in the Texas desert and hand it to a company hardly anyone's heard of? The truth is, we're still looking for answers. What's clear is that this story is about more than just one mysterious contract. It's about secrecy, accountability, and the future of immigration policy in America. And as long as the details stay hidden, the questions will only get louder. Thanks for watching. If you want to stay updated as this story unfolds, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, I'll be keeping an eye on the desert.